Success in farming is all about precision and efficiency, ensuring every seed, every drop of water, every nutrient and treatment counts. Terraplex Ag is helping farmers all over Iowa and the Midwest do just that. With precision ag-grown technology and support from Terraplex, you'll boost your productivity and make timely and informed decisions, all while reducing your costs and increasing your profit. It's time to revolutionize your farming. Harvest the benefits with Terraplex Ag. Visit TerraplexAg.com.
I'm Chris Williams from Cyclone Fanatic and a proud Iowa State graduate from the class of 2007. No one shows up like Iowa State fans.
And Cyclones support Cyclones on and off the field.
Your gift can provide scholarships to students, fund groundbreaking research. We could even drum up opportunities for the marching band. Visit MoveWhatMatters.com to learn how you can make an impact today.
Chris Williams, Brent Blum. From the Northwest Bank Studios, it's Williams and Blum, presented by Mechdyne on the Cyclone Fanatic Podcast Network.
What is up? Welcome to Williams and Blum. It is the 3rd of August, 2025. I am in my camper at the Iowa Speedway. Blum just getting back from Okoboji?
Fairmont, Minnesota.
Fairmont, Minnesota. We have
Armstrong,
a dirt track
Iowa.
there, right?
I haven't been to it. If they do, lovely little lakes there, though.
They're really close to Jackson.
They are. They are. Close
That's
to
what I'm
Jackson.
thinking of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are in the Northwest Bank Studios that are mobile. Thanks to the Starlink, man, I can do about anything from anywhere.
Looked like a good show there at Newton. Good job by everybody. Sold it out. They're coming back next year, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I know that the racing thing is not. It is for our friend Chris Clover from Mechdyne.
Yeah, there you go. Mechdyne, yep.
He's a big Ford guy. Me, I'm a Carl Chevrolet guy.
Of course.
Mechdyne and Clover, they love their Fords, but whatever. But no, like it's so cool, man. Like, you know how much I love auto racing, and our state is one of the biggest auto racing supporting states in the entire country with like all these dirt tracks, and to be able to get the Mecca to come here and like sell it out in the way that they've done it 2 years, it's just awesome. Like, it's like a dream come true for me. And it's also like a reality tonight. And this is a good thing, but I'm sitting here. It's like, oh, the season's here. Like,
We're
it's
here.
Time to go. Like,
this is
they're all in. Let's get after it.
It's no longer vacation mode, everybody. Like,
Nope.
we're in.
That was me the last 7 days. It's been like a vacation. It's over. Time to go.
I did the same thing. I was like, I'm giving myself this weekend, and then we're on till April, everybody.
Yep.
We're on till April. We got something pretty much every weekend till April now.
Yeah, which is great. I'm ready for it.
Same.
Talked to a lot of people in the camping lots and stuff this weekend who are super excited for Iowa State football. Everybody is being caught off guard by this Ireland game. I mean, it's coming up really
quick. Right there. Yeah.
Campbell has a press conference on Monday, and it's like, we're less than 3 weeks from kickoff, and it's go time. They had their first scrimmage on Saturday. I will have a report for our premium subscribers late Sunday night. I have been working. Like, I know it seems like, oh, Williams is off. No, like I've still a lot of work the last couple of weeks, but like I do feel like, Brent, everybody at Iowa State is really positive right now.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
basketball, like, man, I'm getting a lot of positive vibes coming out of that program right now. I have not talked much with the women's program. I need to reach out to them.
I was up there this week, C-Dub. I'd say the sentiment's similar, although they're dealing with some nagging injury stuff that's not catastrophic by any means, but you'd rather have that in August, not October.
Well, I guess where I'm going is last year.
It's going to be a great year. Yeah, it's going to be a great year.
We deemed it as the most anticipated year in Cyclone history, and I don't know if this year is to that level because like the basketball team, I feel like is going to be more like sneak up on you good.
Yes.
Where last year it was like, oh, top
Ready-made.
10,
Yep.
top 5. But this could be a really great year, just all the way around. And
I agree, and you know, you just start looking around a little bit, and it's like last year was fun, but also ended kind of on a sour note, you know, because both basketball teams didn't perform where we wanted them to, and so I think C-Dub, I think that undercurrent has lowered some of the hype a little bit from the external fan base. I think internally, there's as much optimism for this upcoming year than there was a year ago. I really believe that. And, you know, like on Saturday, there were some players that stepped up who they needed to step up and be good. It's guys that got in the portal that were really good on Saturday, a.k.a. Chase Sowell and Trey Bell were two of the standouts, and that is huge. You need those two guys to be really good, and they were. And they're starting to play great. And you're starting to hear some names starting to pop up. Basketball's another thing we'll get into a little bit tonight, but by and large, we're going to end for another really fun year for Iowa State athletics. And the great part is now that summer's over, you can really start thinking about it. And, you know, I say that. I've had a lot of
summer's
good
over. It's August 3rd.
I know, but we're in. No, we're going to Ireland, baby.
Yeah, it's over. It's all over.
I literally was like, this is my last weekend. But I think so many conversations of, I think football-wise, C-Dub, I think 1-85, I think this team's better than a year ago.
I agree completely.
However, that doesn't mean you're going to win 11 games.
No.
But from a health standpoint, from a depth, I think Iowa State feels really good about where it's at on the football side for sure. And we got 3 weeks, so it's coming. They will hop on a plane Wednesday on August 19th. So it's not even like you're 2 weeks away from traveling. I mean, you're running out of days here. But I think all indications are specifically, you know, health and depth have been really positive, really positive.
I thought my co-host over on Iowa Everywhere, Chris Hassel, actually made a really good point about this.
That's rare.
I love it. I love it. It's like I've got like 2 wives. You know what I mean?
And we just bicker behind the scenes.
It's great. I love it. But like honestly, how blessed am I? Like I get to do this with both of you guys, and you're 2 of my best friends. Like whatever. But like I don't like the way the schedule lays out for Iowa State, and I've been very vocal about that. Like I hate it. But Hassel makes a great point. If you beat Kansas State,
no doubt,
it's like
it opens up,
right?
Totally. Because what's going to happen, if Iowa State beats K-State, you immediately vault in the top 15.
Correct.
So
where do you think they're ranked in the AP poll?
Where does it come out this week? I think it comes out this week, doesn't it?
Where do you think Iowa State is?
I bet they're 24.
I said 20 to 25 too.
Yeah.
So you and me are on the same.
I think they just don't have, for whatever reason, it boggles my mind how nationally just Iowa State's just kind of like, oh yeah, well they'll kind of be around, and yet
it's the Campbell thing.
K-State's getting all this attention. Utah's getting all this attention. It's like, what am I missing here?
It's because they haven't won big under Campbell, and he's been there for so long, and he's starting to get the Kirk Ferentz thing.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying it's right. I'm telling you, the people who vote, that's how they view him.
Honestly, I think
they don't appreciate the job he's done like we do.
I think Matt's accomplished huge things. I just don't think he makes it about himself, which,
correct.
Like, very indicative of, by the way, on Friday, which we didn't even talk about because it's almost like we thought we knew this already.
Yeah.
I should probably bring this up.
We should probably have led with this.
Yeah. Well, Matt Campbell officially signed his extension last week through 2032 and did it by essentially saying, I don't need the money. My coaches and my players need it. And, C-Dub, if that guy was on the open market, I think what's the number? He's going to get $5 million again, which great for Matt.
He'd get 8 or 9.
It'd be 8 or 9 anywhere else.
Yeah.
And he could have 100% leveraged Iowa State and Jamie to get more, but he doesn't care about himself. I mean, there are some coaches that will just, it's all about them. What do I get? What do I get? And Matt's almost like, no, it's not about me, to the point where I think it almost hurts Iowa State's reputation because he's not flashy at all. He's not Dabo out in the media all the time, or he's not some of these guys that, like, even Dillingham, who I think is really good, makes a lot about him and being dynamic. Matt just isn't about that. Like it's hard to even. Matt's great in person, but it's not like he's out on ESPN all the time promoting himself. He's not on the internet anymore. I don't think he's tweeted in 5 years. Like he just doesn't make it about himself.
His last tweet was when Will McDonald got drafted.
I think it might have been. I think.
And that came out of nowhere. He hadn't tweeted in like a year.
Yeah,
and God knows who actually sent that tweet.
Right.
Like I can't imagine it was actually Matt.
But I do think there's something too where he's so under the radar that Iowa State prefers it that way, and honestly, they're going to use it to their advantage. For a fact that Iowa State understands they got picked 6th or 7th in some of these polls, and they'll probably end up like we think C-Dub this week 20-25. K-State will be ranked ahead of them, everybody, and that's okay. Iowa State likes it being in that avenue, and I think this team's going to be really good.
K-State will be a 5-point favorite when that game kicks off.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
Right or wrong, I'm just telling you. I think that's where the number will settle.
So
it's not going to go the other way.
Brendan Robb did a really good podcast about K-State this week. I encourage everybody to listen to it when they filled in on Wednesday.
It was awesome. I listened to it on my way to the track. Absolutely.
The K-State's got some major O-line injury situations going on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not as ready-made. I believe roster A to B, I think Iowa State, again, 185 is just a little bit better than K-State. Now, they have the reputation more so nationally, I guess, than Iowa State does because of Kleiman. But I would argue over the last 2.5 years for sure, Iowa State's been just as good, if not better, than K-State. It's beat them twice in a row.
Well, I mean, it kind of flipped because Iowa State struggled with them for a while.
Absolutely.
And then the last couple of years,
last 2 years,
it's been different.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as Iowa State, I mean, that Matt extension news was like the perfect recap, exclamation point for the summer. It's like things are still really good. They're really good. If you have Matt and TJ and Bill and Jamie, like, man, times are good right now. Times are really good, and this is going to be a great year this year too.
Yeah, we've discussed this a lot, but like I'm a true believer of if let's say if Matt leaves, it's not the end of the Iowa State football.
Nope.
Going to have a football team. Somebody else is going to come in and try and win and do things, but when you factor in him and then what TJ's done in 4 years after, I mean, literally taking over the rock bottom of the history of Iowa State basketball, right?
19. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not trying to like bury Steve. It's just, it's what it was.
That could have, if I thought about this the other day, if TJ didn't rescue that so quickly, Iowa State basketball could have been damaged for decades.
Yeah.
I mean, if he goes 500 both years, his first 2 years, I don't know if Iowa State basketball could survive in this era. I really don't.
The fan base was so pissed.
Absolutely.
At the end of the Prom era that they wouldn't have given to We Will and like done all that stuff.
Exactly. I'm saying like TJ's first year, when you talk about 15 years down the road, that year where you go from 2 wins to making the Sweet 16 may be the most important season in Iowa State basketball history, because if you go 500 or worse, NIL comes in, you can't get anybody. Like you are behind the barrel really quickly.
And what was so genius about it was how they built it. They had capable guys, Brockington, like capable dudes who are high major players, but you put the pieces together, like none of them were that talented.
Sure, like Brockington was I think better than I think any of the fan base thought he was going to be.
Correct, but like when you stack him up against Houston and Kansas,
for sure, yeah, not a starter for those two.
They went to the Sweet 16 and they were a team that probably, was an NIT at best as far as talent goes.
Crazy year.
I don't know how we got on that, but I guess the point I'm making is unequivocally Matt Campbell's the best coach in the history of Iowa State football.
It's not
unequivocally.
Not
there's no way to. I think
now.
You can make a strong argument that TJ is that for basketball.
He's getting close.
Yeah, like if he's not there now, like if they are what we think they are this year,
he might pass them this year. Yep, I agree.
So you add it all together, and is this as anticipated as last year? I don't know. I guess I'm out of that game, because it's like you start saying stuff like that, and then the only thing you can do is fail.
Yeah. But people are smart enough to realize that, the other team tries too. So it's not like it's all on you or if you fail or not.
Yeah, they have scholarships as well.
But what I wanted to share tonight specifically is because this has gotten the Cedar Rapids Gazette story about Iowa State and the deficit has kind of taken off on a life of its own.
Well, we have a lot of reporting going on right now that is stuff that we already knew, and then
it's
right,
not like news. Yeah, but my point is that gets the headlines, and obviously, college athletics has changed. We've been talking about that on the show for the 5 years we've been doing it.
It's been the theme of our show.
It's everybody it's not an ideal situation for anybody, but by anybody I mean every school is dealing with it. It's the fact that why that got in the paper. Let me give you behind the scenes, everybody. Iowa State had to submit a budget to the Board of Regents like they do every year, and for the first time in a long time, athletics said, based on our current trajectory, we will have to go into a deficit if it continues the same way. That's if Iowa State doesn't do one thing differently. And we had talked about that for literally 3 years. And now it's finally public because they had to publish this report to the regents. Well, clearly, C-Dub, I don't have to tell you this, but I'll tell everybody else this. Iowa State has a plan, and it's actually making a lot of progress in that plan of finding different sources to figure this out. So what I want to share with everybody is you can read the scary headlines, but trust there's really smart people that are making great progress, and I don't think you're seeing, this isn't the demise of Iowa State athletics in any capacity, and Matt Campbell signing on for another 7 years is the best indication you need. That's all you need to hear right there. That guy still believes in what he can do.
I would also say, Pollard's kind of a lightning rod now.
Sure.
Anymore because of the drinking thing, whatever.
When you're around long enough, you what's the line? You die and be a hero, or live long enough and be the villain.
That's Matt's problem with these pollsters. I'm telling you.
That's a good point. Yeah. Just
5 years ago, it was oh my God, look at what he's doing in this graveyard program, and now it's all he can do is win 11.
It's only 8 games. Yeah, it's only 9 games. Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying with that?
I do. But I would say from as a whole, I think Iowa State athletics is at as good a spot as it has been competitively at this moment.
My point on Pollard is the only reason, not the only, that's strong. That's belittling a lot of our great fans and people like you and your wife and all the great work that Will has done. But the reason Iowa State's going to be in the NIL spot it is the next couple of years is because Pollard was good with money and they saved up a lot, right?
No doubt. Nobody's talking about that.
Correct. So, yes, the headlines are scary, but 2 points. One, we already knew this.
Yeah, it's not news.
This is not new.
And Minnesota just threw a $300 fee on all of its students.
Two, look around in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Arizona got bailed out.
Cincinnati, Arizona State. Everybody did. Literally everybody did.
This is not an Iowa State specific problem. There's a lot of fingers to be pointed at. We should be pointing our fingers at a lot of people is a better way to put it. Not locally, but just in college athletics in general. Why are we in this spot?
Yep.
They were stubborn for too long. They refused to evolve. Now they're getting sued everywhere they look. Whatever. All that stuff can be true. But love him or hate him, Pollard is a CPA, and he treats it like a business, and he has since day one. And the reason Iowa State's able to do what they're doing now is because of that, from a financial standpoint specifically. So everybody chill out.
Yeah, I honestly, guys, there were times over the last 4 years that were a lot more scary than it is right now for athletics.
The conference realignment stuff scared me a lot more than this.
That was way worse. And there was a time, even a couple of years ago in the NIL space where it got really scary. We almost couldn't keep it.
You remember when Tyrese Hunter left?
Yeah, we thought that was it. This is, and again, obviously things need to change, but it needs to change for everybody. And again, I just want to reiterate with people, Iowa State's got good people doing good things right now, and I truly think that this is not the end of the road in any capacity.
No,
keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on.
That Campbell deal was weird. So I'm out here setting up my camper on Friday, and our buddy Ryan Hansen, friend of the program, Cyclone Sports Live legend.
He was our old ISU TV co-host.
He he says to me, he's like, "Did you see the Campbell news?" I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah. What?
I'm like, "Did Kevin Stefanski quit?" And
He's going to Cleveland. Yeah.
what happened? He's like, "He just signed through 2032." I'm like, "I thought that was already a thing." Like it didn't even resonate with me. Makes big headlines, whatever. Always a great deal though, where you take it and you kind of take it for granted, right? Like that.
Yeah.
And then you can process that and be like, man, we got a text from a friend of ours, Brian Lazier, who great Cyclone, been a Cyclone forever. And he was just to the moon. Like it was the biggest news that he had heard in 10 years that Campbell had re-signed. And it's good perspective because you and me are too close, I guess is what I'm pointing out.
Like because we had literally Matt had kind of agreed to this in December and he just hadn't. Honestly, this is why the guy is
deal. Like I don't really understand.
Well, I'll tell you.
I
mean, I don't want to get into all this. Because I don't know everything. It's not like I was involved with the negotiations. But since December, when that original kind of structure was put in place, the world changed in college athletics.
Absolutely.
And like the House settlement came down, the NIL spending went out of control this spring, completely insanity.
Which you predicted.
I did. And this is Matt's way to help even more. Because if he was boxed in at a certain number in December, well, then he's literally helping out to the tune of, honestly, he could get $3, $4, $5 million elsewhere, but he's keeping that within Iowa State's athletic department to keep his assistant coaches and his players. And so
really,
by Matt not signing it, he actually helped Iowa State even more.
Really lucky because the basketball coach is in the same boat.
Same boat. Same exact situation that's happened to him, too.
If that guy's at Indiana right now, he's making triple probably what he makes at Iowa State.
There are 3 Big Ten opportunities that have offered him in the last 12 months. Turned them down. Didn't even pick up the phone.
Our friends at Northwest Bank, if you're going to Ireland, I got to do this week. I got to get moving on this. The currency exchange, that's a big deal. Because you don't want to get screwed at the airport. They like tax the hell out of it, or I don't know exactly how it works. I've never been to Europe.
But they're just great people. Northwest Bank people are lovely.
Awesome.
I see them 4 times a week.
Partner.
Ankeny names locations.
I'm so excited about this. Like I love all of our great partners. You talk about like you go into a meeting and they get it. Like these people get it. Like it's a great deal. So thank you so much to them. Of course, our friends at.
Well, just like Chappie and it's always good to know. It's always good. I've taught this as a youngster by my grandpa, R.I.P. He said because my grandpa was a banker.
Oh,
he said,
I didn't know that.
Yep. He said it's good to know a couple things. You need to have a good relationship with your banker, your mechanic, and your realtor. He's like, everything else is good from there.
Lawyer wouldn't hurt.
Lawyer wouldn't hurt either. Yeah. So it's
good
to have
college
one of those
athletic departments.
It's always good to have one on standby just in case.
Well, you just gave Chappie. So you buy your house from Chappie and you get your mortgage from Northwest
Get your mortgage,
Bank.
yeah. Come on now.
How about that?
They're as competitive as anybody, and they're a local company.
Brent, I had so many people come up to the camper this weekend, and it was great. I love it. I love meeting fans at Iowa State games. It's way more fun here because I'm so stressed out when I'm at the lots at Iowa State games.
Yeah, you're in game mode.
I'm a miserable human on Iowa State. Somebody asked me this recently, like, what's the best feeling in the world for you? And I thought about something with my daughters, and then I'm like, no, it's a Saturday night after the Cyclones have won a football game. Like it's I get what Fred Hoiberg used to say. It's about relief. It's not about
it's not about happiness. Yeah.
Yeah. It is utter relief to just get out. But no, like I met so many, like a lot of farmers here because they can get out right now before harvest and all this stuff. We have so many awesome people who take in the show, and it really, really cool to meet everybody. So if you did that, thank you. No, the Euro thing, that's a real deal. I wanted to make sure and point that out. There. Also you're getting close to the deadline of our Ireland shirts at Cyclone Fanatic shop. Mart's put together some awesome stuff. The one with Cy and the green, it's It's fantastic. You guys, I wanted to give you a shout out too. You had the Campbell and the Otts hat. Like,
yeah,
I assume your wife designed that or something.
She did.
That's really neat.
She did. So we're always trying to. So shopwewill.com has some Iowa State merchandise, including this Campbell Otts throwback hat. Back to the Walden and Orr era for you
Very
long
cool.
time cyclists.
I'm gonna buy one of those. I haven't yet, but I'm going to.
And then again, but I know it's always good to support local, and the people that do our shirts too, C-Dub, just like March, are local people, and 50% of the cost goes to help We Will.
Awesome. That's a cool hat. They did a good job.
They
with
did
that.
a nice job with that, yeah.
Last but certainly not least, our guy, Colin Newell, actually really helped me out this week because if anybody wants this, I can get. Did you know that when you travel out of the country, you can get a health insurance policy for when you're going to be gone?
No,
an overseas one.
Like just because their hospitals may not be as good or something?
Because most of them don't take insurance from American health insurance companies. Right? I've got 4 of us traveling around for 12 days in a car.
My 3-day trip isn't as daunting as yours.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to worry about it, but like us, Colin really helped me out.
Good.
With this. He gave me this deal and I signed up for it. Like really, but that's why you have a guy. You have a good insurance guy.
Like sure. That's huge too.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. Let's talk a little bit of hoops real quick. And this will be a shorter show. Again, I'm on the road. And we'll have a really deep football preview coming up on Wednesday. We already decided. I'm hearing, and Rob Gray wrote a great piece about this. Birdie's telling me that this Bateman is not slowing down. And TJ Otzelberger more or less said it. This isn't really, I wouldn't call it inside
publicly. Like he literally said it publicly on Tuesday.
Yeah. That this Jamarian Bateman, and to the point where if the season started tomorrow, he might be in the starting lineup.
I would, if this was a point spread, I'd put the odds are in Jamarian's favor that he will be the starting 2 guard.
Well, so what does that mean? Like, I was thinking about this when I heard that. Does that mean like you just get Heisey off the bench? Like, what does that mean for the rest of the roster? I guess if that happens,
it's a good question. I just think it makes the pieces line up a lot better. And so follow me here. And again, I've been to a couple of practices, so I've seen it firsthand. I mean, you said it the right way, C-Dub. Jamarian's not slowing down. I mean, this has now been 7 weeks of practice.
Because this happens a lot where freshmen peak in 2 weeks and then they get crushed.
And honestly, like, some of the other new guys are going through a little bit of that right now. It's like they'll have their great days and some bad days. Jamarian is just not having a bad day. He's been electric offensively, been a great on-ball defender. But C-Dub, I think by having him as a starter, it just gives you a little more maneuverability with your other pieces in Nate Heisey and Dom Nelson. Because what Bateman can do, that Heisey and Nelson, because those are the other options really at the 2.
This affects Nelson more than Heisey.
It does.
I feel like
totally agree. I think Nate can start. Nate has started. Nate can do whatever. Nate is your do-everything guy. Like,
he's going to be the most underrated player on the team going into next year.
I completely, because the guy can play really 4 positions. He can rebound with the best of them too. This isn't anything negative on Nate or Dom Nelson. He's also been really good. But Bateman's been the most consistent player at that position, and he's a legit 6'3.5", 6'4", and it's everything. C-Dub. It's moving off screens. It's pin downs. His kind of model is dribble as the least amount of times as possible. He's just a difference maker that obviously really hasn't had that at that position in a little bit. He's different than Keyshawn. Again, I compared him earlier when I was with Jake to somewhat honestly like a Mike Taylor type without the inefficiency. Guy can score it. He can guard. He'll get up into you, and he's just not having a bad day. That's not to say he'll come back down to earth. Eventually, all freshmen have a moment or two, but he gives obviously so much more flexibility because if you put him in the starting lineup, you can bring Heisey and Nelson really as your sparks off the bench, and those guys can be comfortable there. And even better news, or maybe not better, but Killian Torrey has been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't he might play. Killian Torre, C-Dub, if the season started tomorrow, would be your backup point guard. He has been that good. And he is making shots, too. So not to the rate of Bateman, but I think it's safe to say.
Can you give me a comp for him?
For Torre?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
I haven't seen him much. I've seen Bateman highlights.
I'm trying to give an Iowa State comp. Man, that's good. Brockington in some regard. Right-handed though.
Yeah.
Not a great 3-point shooter yet, but can really guard you. Can get into you. Athletic as heck. I almost like a Brockington Nick Weiler-Babb type. How about that?
Okay.
Guy can do a little bit, and he's handling it really. He can handle the ball too.
Well, I would love seeing Nick Weiler-Babb play for Otzelberger.
Yeah, oh man, that guy was so underappreciated.
Think about him as a defender in that system.
We have an ongoing with some of our Cyclone friends, the value of Nick Weiler-Babb. So I hope you
bringing that up right now. I know what I'm doing. This is going in the text thread.
I would say Torre and Bateman both are ahead of where any freshman guard has been in a little while. I think they're even ahead of where Lipsy was when he first got to Ames. And obviously Taman played a lot as a freshman. So Iowa State, all indications those two guys are going to play a lot, which gives you a lot of balance. I know the next question is will TJ really play 9 or 10 guys? I don't know. He hasn't. So who could be left out in that rotation? I don't know. And this is where matchups will dictate. But Torre is 6'4", aggressive, defends, rebounds. There was a time I was at practice where Taman doesn't get frustrated very often. He was very frustrated with Killian Torre just because he just would not leave him alone. And
That's good. We like that.
Yeah, but and then
man.
Offensively, Plata is super duper skilled. Defensively, he's not quite there yet. I think he'll get there though. Iowa State's very
old.
He is. He's 20, 21. Iowa State's very confident in the entire roster here, and Milan continues to be the couple practices I've been at the best player on the floor, and that's not even close.
Wow.
And Jefferson's not healthy yet. Now he's going to start practicing, I think, this week. So obviously, when Jefferson's healthy, he's a difference maker too. You're stacking up this team. It's like God. Again, they're going to catch people by surprise because you lost Curtis and you lost Keyshawn. But I really think that this group has got a bunch of pieces. I think they can all work, and the staff's very very excited about it. And then real quick, I was at women's practice for a little bit. Very pleased with the newcomers there too. Including maybe the biggest surprise has been the freshman from Tennessee in Reese Beatty, who has surprised them with her ability athletically to hold her own, and she's a shot maker too. So Jada Williams has been awesome. No surprise there.
Met her at the Niang thing. What a fantastic personality.
She's going to add a layer to Iowa State basketball that is just going to take them to another gear.
Well, but she also has this aura about her.
No doubt.
Like this superstar feeling.
No doubt. It's because she's 5'7", 5'8". Like she's not like it's not like Audie or Addie where you walk in and go, whoa, that's a basket. But there's just something where there's like a magnetic thing there where she can really dictate good. I like the word aura. That's exactly what it is. She can carry somebody with confidence alone.
Yeah, what I like about her, and I'm not that familiar with her game. They've had a lot of good point guards. They haven't had a lot of point guards who walk in with their chest in the air, puffed up, be like, I'm the best effing player on the court.
It's a
Jada
lot
kind of gives you that, right? This.
No doubt. There's a lot of Lindsay Metters in there, honestly.
Yeah.
I will.
Great comp.
I'm going to destroy you, even though I don't look like I could. But I think there's a swagger there, C-Dub, that Iowa State just really had. And Emily Ryan was a superstar, but she was the floor general. She had swagger too in her own way. But I think Jada's swagger will really unlock Audie and Addie's swagger because they have it in them, but they just kind of need to feed the beast first.
I can't.
They're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. I'm telling you, I had a good week at practice this week. It's like, man, things are lining up. Things are lining up okay.
Yeah, we're both at a point where it's time. It's time to go. Thanks for the patience. I also want to thank Jake and Rob and
awesome.
Everybody for filling in the last couple of weeks while I've kind of been out. And we are gonna have so Kicking It has not been on the air. Grant, they did their whole thing. Jeff's still going to be on our team. we are going to have a new show starting here in like a week or two.
Great.
To replace that. Jeff will be here in some capacity. We're figuring all that out. But then Leah Nelson's coming back for another year to do pregame, halftime, postgame, all that great stuff. A lot of really exciting things. And Jake's daily show. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's a must. Like we're going to change the way you guys follow the Cyclones.
Did you come up with a name yet? There's been a lot of great suggestions.
I like the Daily Clone.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna.
I don't feel like you like that. I feel like
I'm not gonna. I'm not arguing. It's fine. It's a fine name.
Like it has to be short.
It's fine.
And a lot of people are like,
don't waste your time on the name.
A lot of people are like sending in like, Iowa State's athletic department likes to do like where they put Psy and everything.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't want to do that because that's what they do. Like we need to stand out and be different.
Like, listen, everybody. Chris and I aren't creative at all. Look at the name of our show. So
clearly,
don't expect a whole lot. Lower. What's your line?
Lower your standards, up your average.
There you go. That
was the old college try. It was a Tuesday night names.
By the way, see my Wiffles shirt?
Yeah, Wiffles Hybrid's Big 12 segment. We didn't do one of those today.
Yep.
Good point.
Yep, it's my Wiffles shirt.
Where'd you get that Wiffles shirt from?
Wiffles sent it to me. I'm basically an influencer now, so.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah.
You'd fit right in the campground here at Iowa Speedway. There are so many farmers camping here. It's crazy.
Hopefully all the Hawkeye fans that really love this show, apparently, because I get tagged about their opinions on it, are still listening, and will support Wiffles, too.
Hey, your downloads count, too, guys.
Thank you, yes.
Appreciate you.
We are
Same with all these loser anonymous trolls who go all over our message board and, like, just...
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, appreciate you guys clicking.
We are closer to Ireland than we are the 4th of July.
Wow.
It's on. That's the
staggering
context. Yes. Here we go.
Oh, man. Have you heard about my trip to Ireland?
Yeah. No, yeah,
Are you nervous for me or excited?
I'm more nervous than excited for you. Listen, I've traveled with you occasionally. You've gotten better over the years, C-Dub. I'm
a good traveler now.
Huge growth, because back in the day, you'd fly to Dallas and be really nervous. It's like,
well, the problem is my flights are always delayed, and like I just have really terrible luck.
That's true,
but now I've learned how to navigate it. Like I'm like, switch your flight.
Your aggressiveness here is both to be admired and questioned at the same time.
I think that's a good way to put it.
I did have one of my favorite listeners, Randy, down in Atlanta, sent me a note to let you know that there's no brain-eating amoeba at Table Rock Lake. Apparently,
that's questionable.
Apparently, you were bagging on. Well, I listened to the whole brain-eating amoeba thing, and honestly, it ruined my vacation at the lake this weekend because my kid
blame Ashley, not me.
Well, but my kid wanted to jump in, and I was like, first thing that came to my mind. Reckless usage of
blame my wife. It's not my fault. It is 100% on her. Yeah, these brain-eating amoebas are everywhere, apparently.
Randy said not at Table Rock, just FYI.
Bullshit, Randy. You don't know that. Like, you can say that. You don't know that.
Look forward to seeing Randy in Ireland.
If all things go to plan, I'll never visit Table Rock Lake again in the rest of my life.
The amount of Iowa State fans going to Dublin is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, it's going to be freaking crazy.
Staggering. Because that is not an easy trip by any capacity.
Hell no, it's across the world.
And I'm talking, I've got Iowa State fans and donors from all over the place. They're like, want to buy you a beer? I'm like, I'm going to run out of beers to drink.
I don't know how all these people are going to communicate.
Well, so they have this thing called cell phones.
I know, but like when you have an international cell phone plan,
they're all the same now.
Okay, so it works just like it does here in Iowa?
Yeah, we've moved way past that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Now, unless you have like some rural Iowa cell service, but no, if you have one of the big dogs, you are A-okay.
I have U.S. Cellular. Am I okay?
You're fine.
because they just pull off of like other towers.
Just
like,
check, but good reminder. At least check into your international plan. It's usually automatic on all of them now.
So what I did, really neat little thing. I got this like internet pack that's getting delivered to my house that serves Ireland and Northern Ireland. And I'm just going to have it in my car the whole time. I'm going to have high-speed internet just everywhere I go.
And then make sure people to check on the charger situation at your hotel.
Oh, good point.
There's something to get that. Again, we sound like the smallest town Iowa people ever, but
kind of are.
We kind of are.
Good show. Appreciate you. Sorry about my tech issues.
We're going to dive into football. I think we're going position by position on Wednesday.
Yeah. Let's go hard.
We'll get some intel for everybody to get even more excited about this season.
That sounds great. He is Brent Blum. My name is Chris Williams. We are presented as always by Mechdyne here in the Northwest Bank Studios. We'll be back on Wednesday here on Cyclone Fanatic.